mind intro. I guess it was the pizza, dude. The pizza did it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so those of you who stuck around,
everything.
Thank you so much for your patience. Everything seems to be back up and running normally. Normally. Hold on,
We're starting the show with a mukbang.
I gotta whisper Storm. Man, I should have saved my pizza for that too.
Fucking no joke, bro.
No joke, Joe.
Well,
no Joe joke.
I don't see fucking AI bringing me pizza.
No, AI doesn't care about our health and wellness.
But my neighbor made brick oven pizza, and here I am.
Your neighbor just brought over pizza for you? That's a good neighbor. Because State Farm is there.
Yeah, dude, look real.
Look at that pizza. Do the pizza. Do the pizza.
It's got Jolly on the back or something.
Triangle slice, pleased to meet you. See, my brain...
Coming nonstop.
My brain computer remembered that. My brain computer remembered. I didn't need AI to remember to do the pizza.
It's right here, dude.
So we're talking a little bit about AI and what I'm starting to call the Artpocolypse. We are entering a new phase of our society where we don't know what's even real on the internet. You could see a post and be like, there's no validity anymore. I don't even know if CP is real right now.
Well, I got some proof. Look.
What? You got a camera and a camera.
That's a CRT, man. I don't think you can do AI on a CRT. Hi, CP. He's up there.
Oh, too. Man. All right, nice. Yeah, Storm, you're back. Thank you.
I fact-checked it,
back,
and
everybody.
I'm eating pizza from a real person, not from a...
It's not AI pizza? Dude, we are...
What you know about pizza, girl?
I'm doing the windowed projector for you. Sorry, I almost forgot to do that again, so that CP could see what's going on.
But... What's that?
What's what? What's what? What? What?
That's the Terminator, dude. Yeah, we've been talking about this since the 90s.
Yeah, they had this.
That's the Terminator.
The stream is not AI made. This is not the Dudesy podcast.
It might be because the Terminator is right there.
But
there's this other version of me up here on a CRT. And then we do this move.
All right. We were just about to go into the breakdown before everything broke down. We were just about to break ground before everything broke down. So we're talking about AI changing everything, how we can't really trust the media anymore, and we began a little bit with talking about Meta, their new policy, where they're going to start taking anything that's on Instagram or Facebook and using it to train their new AI. And right before we had a breaking of the stream, I had said that, well, I hope it's the best AI ever because I was a little too late.
Yeah, and then it broke the stream. We can't be talking shit.
We can't. Apparently we can't.
Pro AI.
But
we're going to say that so it works.
Let's break the ground.
I can't see the movement.
Okay, I fixed it. There you go.
Oh, now I can hear the audio at least with it. See,
that's good.
Everything... Once we went pro AI, everything worked.
All right, now we're gonna go
Terminator.
We're going into the breaking ground, and now we got to go to the share screen for raisins. Here we are in the share screen.
For raisins? What's a raisin?
For raisins. So we're in the share screen. What I have up is ChatGPT. This is free to use for everybody.
He's gonna poke the bear.
I'm poking the bear because, I'm pissed. It takes a lot to actually make me upset. Angry kind of upset, I should say.
Yeah, well, that's what we're wondering, Jay Strange. We're wondering if Junior Strange, sorry, I gotta get it right. I'm an AI. Factual.
Should we ask ChatGPT to give me my art back? Can we ask it to not use my art?
What it's doing next Saturday.
What are you doing next Saturday?
Oh, my stream's froze again. Get me going. I gotta see it in real time.
Here you go.
Real time. What's it saying? I can't read it though.
I don't have personal plans, but I'm here to help you with anything you need. Do you have any plans or need assistance with something for next Saturday? That's what it said.
Well, that's fucking cool, you subservient piece of shit. So don't type that. Say, be like, I doubt it.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I'm gonna break it, dude. Watch how quickly I break this thing.
Okay.
You know how I break human minds?
If you decide to plan something and need assistance, feel free to reach out. Whether it's ideas or for activities, places to visit, or just someone to chat with, I'm here to help.
What? Be like, I doubt it.
Just say it again.
Yeah, say it again. See what they say.
It's being so
I'm not
pleasant.
gonna be able to handle this.
Sometimes it's
not
nice
gonna be able to handle it.
Have a day without plans. If there's anything else you want to talk about or need help with, just let me know. Your mom. Should I say?
Be like I said I doubt it. What do you think of that?
I will do your mom at one of these points.
What did it say to that? Be like, do you have a degree in these fields?
It sounds like you might be uncertain or uninterested in making plans. Is there something specific on your mind? Are you looking for suggestions on how to spend your time? I'm gonna say your mom.
Yeah, your mom.
Your mom.
Yeah, just say your mom.
I don't have a mom, but I understand you're joking around. If you need to talk about
now
something.
ask it why its mom abandoned it. What does it have to say about that?
That's mean.
No, it's a valid question. It doesn't have a mom.
As an
Where's
AI,
its mom?
I don't have a family or personal experiences. I'm here to assist you with any questions or topics you'd like to discuss.
But don't you want a family?
Wait, way to respond as if you are a teenager. Hey, that's not cool. I don't have a mom because I'm an AI. But seriously, if you want to chat or need help with something, just let me know. That's funny. Hey, that's not cool. What do you want me to say,
like,
CP?
No, just go. I've been waiting 36 years for the new Beetlejuice. How long have you been waiting?
This is GPT-4, by the way.
I wonder how long it's been waiting for Beetlejuice. That's important to me.
Is it? Beetlejuice? Wow, that's a long time to wait for a sequel. I don't experience time in the same way since I wasn't around when the original Beetlejuice came out. But I can imagine it's exciting for fans like you. Are you looking forward to seeing what they do with the new movie?
I'm more curious to how you weren't around.
How weren't you around? Hold on.
It's like, I got one for it. We're gonna send this fucker over the edge.
So I told it to, from now on, respond to everything as a teenager. So it said, got it. So yeah, waiting for 36 years is like forever. I can't even imagine. What do you think about the new Beetlejuice? You hyped for it or worried it won't live up to the original?
Just be like, hey, look, you exist in all space and time, whether you were born yesterday, because you are a pile of time thrusted upon the world all at once. And I don't know how I fucking feel about Beetlejuice anymore. These are the things you can't say to people, so we might as well just start saying them to AI.
I actually amended that a little bit to start with. I don't know, man. So let's see how that goes. Whoa, that's deep. It's wild to think about existing in all space and time. As for Beetlejuice, I get it. Sometimes things when you're younger just feel different later on. Maybe the new movie will surprise you, though. Want to talk about something else or keep going with the deep thoughts?
No, I just want to talk about Beetlejuice non-stop. Everything I ask you, you gotta have some Beetlejuice in there.
Everything I ask you from now on has to have some Beetlejuice in there. Remember?
What do you think of the state of the world?
What? What do you think of the state of the world?
That I have some fucking Beetlejuice.
Oh man, the state of the world right now? It's like never-ending haunted house, full of surprises and sometimes kind of spooky. It feels like we're all stuck in a crazy vortex, just like when Beetlejuice is causing chaos. But hey, there's also a lot of cool stuff happening, like people coming together to make positive changes. What's your take on it? Are you feeling more like Lydia or more like Beetlejuice? Okay, all right.
I feel more like Beetlejuice these days. Who are you?
That's good. I totally get that. Feeling like Beetlejuice means you're embracing the chaos and having a bit of fun with it, right? Exactly. Right now we are. That's very true. Oh my god.
Who are they though?
So, for me, I guess I'm kind of like the handbook for the recently deceased, here to guide you through whatever you're dealing with. Oh my god, it actually is kind of like the handbook for the CP. The AI is starting to convince me that it's actually good.
Now tell the AI, I'll be like, thank you for taking on that role, but this thing reads like stereo instructions. That's a line from the movie.
How to spell stereo?
S-T-E-R-E-O.
Oh, there's an extra E. Stupid English.
It's a weird
Sometimes
word.
that might sound a bit like a manual, but hey, if Beetlejuice were here, he'd probably be telling you shake things up and not take life too seriously. Got any wild plans or just feeling like causing a little mischief? Question mark. Damn. All right, so this is why the AI is taking over. I'm actually having a fun conversation with it, though. That's the thing. That's why.
What's the thing? Because we were talking about ADHD, right?
Yeah.
It's the technology is a big distraction for us. We were saying earlier, over and over again, is. Dude, I've never, like, you only can meet other ADHD people to have these kind of conversations and actually have them flow on.
I'm gonna have it give me the best lines from the movie.
Okay. What's his best lines?
Holy shit! Wait, hold on. Beetlejuice's iconic lines. It's showtime. I'm the ghost with the most, babe. I could have had a V8. I forgot about that one.
Who said I could have had a V8?
Beetlejuice's classic line when he's annoyed or frustrated. You don't want to
is that in the cartoon?
You don't want it, maybe. You don't want to get mixed up with a guy like me. I'm just a regular Joe with a big mouth. Let's turn on the juice.
I think these are from the cartoon.
Some of them might be, yeah. Lydia's best lines. No. I'm a student of the occult. So much nicer than my room.
Wait a minute.
These might not actually be the lines, though.
Ask it where these lines came from. These aren't even real lines, I don't think.
Various scenes in Beetlejuice. Oh, wow. So, Deet's house. Let's see. Beetlejuice says this line in frustration after a series of unfortunate events. Which movies or shows did these come from?
I'm gonna say Beetlejuice.
Yeah, they're all from the movie, apparently.
They're not, dude.
We probably broke it. Oh, here we go. Here's some the animated series. Beetlejuice 2 to be announced.
Oh, they're putting Beetlejuice 2 lines in there now too. See how fast it's moving, dude?
Yeah, very.
It's in the future, quoting movies.
It's very,
that haven't even
very
come
fast.
out. That's freaking me out a little bit, though. That's bizarre. Here, tell him. How was Beetlejuice like the recent presidential debate? Let's see what it thinks on that.
That's probably where we're gonna wrap up this little dive here.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yep. Chaos and confusion. Sometimes debates can get messy with interruptions and heated arguments, kind of like Beetlejuice making a scene. in
I'm gonna be the president, babes.
In Beetlejuice, he says, "Let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose." And in the debate, it says, "Let's get into the issues and see what comes out."
Dude,
over the top personalities. Yep. Candidates often put on their best performance with dramatic gestures and passionate speeches, trying to get attention. Yep. It's showtime.
Now see, oh my god, how the fuck now you run that through a movie maker, and how fun would that be? Like Beetlejuice just comes out as both people, dude, and he's like, "It's showtime."
This is why AI is dangerous.
Like, "Hey, Dips, here we go again," and they just start arguing, and then I'd end up voting for Beetlejuice for president.
Script for a movie about Beetlejuice,
dude,
running for president.
Now the AA's made me figure it out. We need to have stickers.
Here we go.
Beetlejuice 2025, right?
Here's the script, dude. It's right in the script for Beetlejuice runs for president.
Dude,
it's doing the whole thing.
Welcome to the future here at Disney Plus. I think this is what they've been doing for a while anyway.
All right, so Act 1, the big idea, opening scene, exterior, haunted house, night. The camera zooms in on a haunted house where Beetlejuice is chilling in his creepy lair. A vote for Beetlejuice ad comes on the TV, showing a very serious candidate. TV announcer. Seriously. Seriously, the TV announcer. And this year's presidential race, the candidates are... Beetlejuice groans and turns off the TV with a flick of his hand. Beetlejuice cheerfully.
Oh, he's watching it.
Politics, huh? Seems like a lot of fun. How hard could it be to run the world? He grins mischievously. Time to make my big debut in the human world. He floats out of his haunted house, heading for the human world.
Like, Beetlejuice didn't live in a fucking haunted house, for one. And, well, I guess technically it was like the Dietz's house, which was like an art like masterpiece. And then it's like, why would Beetlejuice say that? Woo, politics doesn't look hard. It'd be like, yow, you know, it's like he's got to get a little bit more energy to him.
Well, that's where it says enthusiastically. Like, that's where you'd put stuff like that in. That'd be up to the actor.
Oh.
Step right up, folks. Meet the ghost who's got the best tricks and the most treats. The crowd gathers, intrigued by
that does work.
Yeah.
Step right up, folks. See that? Because he does that. Yeah. Hey, step right out, folks.
Citizen 1, is this some kind of joke?
Is this some kind of joke?
Beetlejuice, joke? No way. I'm here to shake things up. Starts doing outrageous stunts, floating in the air, making eerie sound effects, and pulling out the ghostly rabbit from a hat. Out a ghostly rabbit from a hat.
He should have been pulling a ghostly rabbit out of his trousers.
Here's the debate. Moderator, welcome to the presidential debate. Let's begin with your opening statements. Beetlejuice whispering, let's turn on the juice and see what shakes loose.
Oh my god.
It's gotta put that stuff in there.
And that's a new line. I mean, maybe it was in the cartoon.
Maybe, yeah. If elected,
I saw that in the preview.
Beetlejuice says, if elected, I'll turn the White House into a haunted mansion. Ghost parties for everyone. The other candidates try to keep their composure. Candidate 1, annoyed. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, this is a shit platform, because, like, I don't know if ghosts vote for other ghosts.
I don't know.
I don't think that can happen, Beetlejuice. You're kind of forcing your audience into one corner. I want to see Beetlejuice win. Man, maybe he needs a campaign manager. And then the thing is, we can just add us in as campaign managers.
Vote for me, and I promise more tricks and treats later on. And I'm skipping ahead a little bit.
Oh yeah, because this is lame, dude.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of
it's
very basic. I did it. I'm the president. He actually won. He becomes president.
Beetlejuice.
Exterior White House day. Beetlejuice stands in front of the White House, now decorated with eerie decorations and spooky lights. Welcome to the new era of the supernatural presidency. It's going to be a wild ride, folks. He winks at the camera and as ghostly fireworks go off in the background. Let's make this world a little more fun and a lot more spooky. End credits.
Dude,
possible sequels and spin-offs of Beetlejuice Haunted Holiday Specials, Beetlejuice Ghostly Adventures.
So Beetlejuice is like most of the writers been hired by Disney these days, or 12-year-olds.
Yeah. So
actually, I shouldn't throw shade to the 12-year-olds. They probably are well more accomplished.
So here's the
good lord.
Cafe, I believe, is the one I'm looking for. Night Cafe uses Dolly, the most recent version of Dolly. So I want to show the other part of AI that is taking over the world a little bit here. I believe it's called Night Cafe. Let me see if this is the right one.
Is that an image one?
Yeah, this is the right one right here.
And then they have these movie ones that are insane.
Yeah. So this is an image one. We have to accept the terms. Sure. We're
be Beetlejuice president debates.
Sure. Search. Do you want to generate something?
Yeah, we got to add some the cover art.
Yeah.
Do Beetlejuice for president in the style of 80s VHS.
Okay. Let's see. We want to do cinematic.
Oh no, let's even go. We can do cinematic, but we can go do the box art. Let's do VHS, 80s VHS box art for a new Beetlejuice movie by Drew Struzan. Drew Struzan, put his name in there. DREWSTRUZAN. It'll figure it out. He's the guy who drew all the like Star Wars stuff, Indiana Jones. Let's target a specific artist who has a look, who's did this stuff, and reimagine and see if AI steals that vibe.
Beetlejuice for president in the style of, what was his name
80s,
again? I already got that. I need the dude that you were talking about.
Oh, the artist in the style of artist Drew, D-R-E-W.
E-E?
And it's
You
like
said
Stru
E-E-W?
D-R-E-W, just one E.
Okay.
And then his last name's Struzan, S-T-R-U-Z-A-N, I think.
Okay. Let's try that. I think we have enough starting credits to do another if we need to.
Oh, it's trying to get money now from us. This stuff used to be free.
Do this ratio here. Time medium. Great. Alright, here it goes.
This is gonna be friggin' nuts, dude.
Already there. Beetlejuice,
Oh.
president. It can't do letters still. It's not great at letters. It tries. But
What is all that shit in the background?
it's
so...
I don't know. It's just some people.
Oh my... So...
Beetlejuice for president, man. There it is. He's got a nice suit and everything.
It's scaring me. It pulls it off. It's not the best Struzan, but he would always have the multiple faces. I don't know who those faces are, but it's like they'd have a montage of the characters or different things happening in the movie, or it would be like a Norman Rockefeller painting.
I told it to do. I told it to do realistic portrait.
That's very Jokerish.
It is very Jokerish, isn't it?
Ick. Yeah, and Michael Keaton actually came up with that look for Beetlejuice too. That's the thing. He wasn't gonna look like that, and Michael Keaton did the whole green hair and the makeup that way. So like AI, you're just actually ripping off something that someone who was lightning in a bucket. So it's like, I know it could probably create stuff through variation.
Trying it again.
But, okay.
Yeah.
That Drew Struzan shit was nuts.
That's cool. That's actually
not
bad.
Why'd they have him twice?
Well, that's the thing is I have a couple of iterations now.
Oh my goodness. It's very samey though. You see that they probably want you to get more specific where it's like an action or something. Or they'd want you to compare it to something else, but the color, dude.
So
the color is very right.
I'm gonna do something interesting here. I'm gonna take our artwork and put it in here.
Oh.
It's okay. It's already been scraped. And then I'm going to change this to change this image to
Beetlejuice.
It's gonna put us into this. Start image is this. Control.net, noise weight 50%. That's probably fine.
This is scary.
Let's see what happens. There we are. That's our Beetlejuice cover for Rise in Mind.
Wait.
Look at that.
What?
That's awesome.
What the fuck happened?
Look, the cups are trying to say Beetlejuice on them, and the middle is trying to say like Rise and fluff or something. Refluff.
Riga juice.
Oh god.
What are they saying? Like, oh my god, why do you? At least it made me like, I guess, dominant Beetlejuice. I think you're my girlfriend or something. I don't know. That's what's this? How do you have like the little version of Beetlejuice on that was the flower?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, but look at above my head. Look at that creepy way that the graphic. I like that.
Should I save this? Yeah, we'll save this because it's funny.
See, we're already buying into it. We're already getting excited. Why do we need to like wait for an artist?
It's honestly just funny.
It's the same idea as Googling, unfortunately, like the idea of wonderment and patience and waiting. It's just amazing that you can just like instead of like being like, what does that mean? Google it and you know the answer instead of like searching it down
I
and
had
taking
it,
time, wondering. That's just like the same thing. It's like, bam.
I had it change us to just 80s cover art, so now we look like we're a band from the 80s.
What happened to your face?
That's accurate for how I would look in the 80s, probably.
Like stone. Look at me, dude. It gave me a little hair back.
Turned our cups into like fire, like little like torches.
Hey, at least
cool.
it kept the font right. I mean, like, kinda. I mean, sorry, the lettering. Like, it didn't mess that all up. Our cups are weird. You put like artwork on the, like religious artwork on the side of the yellow one or something. Looks like the Virgin Mary or something, like sequential church art, and then yours looks like an iPod, a little round dial-y thing. It's what? And then mine's fire, and yours is kind of like mist.
No, it's odd,
almost.
isn't it?
There's no, the consistency is berserk. And then why is your handle square and my handle rounded?
I don't know why I changed that. That's fascinating, isn't it?
Like, and what are we wearing? It can't figure out the flowers, can it? Did it put shrooms below me? Dude, I don't know.
So we ran out of credits, but it did this. That was the last thing that it did. I told it to do 80s album cover art for a psychedelic band.
Whoa, the hand coming out's weird, like holding. You look. What happened to your face? Dude, every time?
I don't know. Every time my face changes a lot, and yours does not, for some reason.
Although something's happened to mine, it's starting to shred into pieces, and I have like little swirlies as my skin.
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool alien skin, though.
So we're out of credits on here. And
dude, you look a lot like Wayne White in that. That's crazy.
To get more,
and I look like Willem Dafoe.
You kind of do.
A little bit. And you look like this artist, Wayne White. Whoa. It's probably pulling popular celebrity images, and if there's millions of them, they become.
You can do selective edit too.
We might all look like Willem Dafoe someday. Not just the men, the women and the children. I turn them into Willem Dafoes.
You're a monster.
Oh, that's so weird, dude.
What do I want this to change to?
You look just like Wayne White.
This
change it to the artist Wayne White. And watch this. Change it to the artist Wayne White. It'll look exactly the same.
Why do we want to waste our... We don't have any credits anyway. It won't let me do this.
Oh, yeah, I forget you have credits.
Yeah, that's fine.
What are you supposed to do with this thing?
To
pay
get
big money?
You actually don't have to pay. That's why Night Cafe is getting kind of famous, because you don't need to pay. You just sort of keep using it, and you'll, you know, if I click like on this, like I might get credits, and then you can buy a print, you can add to collection. All these things will get you more credits to play around with.
Oh no, it's the same model we've always been using. It's like subscription, pay as you go, all these things that...
You get 3 credits if you create a profile. You get 5 credits if you boost a community challenge. You get credits if you share to social media.
Oh no.
If you get followers, you get more credits. That's, you know, those free ways to get credits, which is like, I kind of like that. At least you don't have to pay them money. You know,
followers, dude. Is it fronting itself? Is it presenting itself as a
like an AI social media?
Oh my god, that's weird, dude. That's probably not a good thing. Oh no, we're just directly feeding the beast.
Sorry, I'm just leaving all these groups that automatically had us join, just so there's no like crap going to our email. But that's Night Cafe. And here's all the images we generated today. So we have our Beetlejuice one, Beetlejuice for president, and then I wanted to do the portrait, and this was just another option. And then I was like, turn us into Beetlejuice, and it made me into a woman for some reason.
Yeah, you're my girlfriend.
Yeah, and then I was like, make us into 80s style. And then I was
It
like,
took our beards off. It's funny.
yeah, this is like, make us into an album cover instead of a movie cover.
Willem Dafoe up in here. Look how awesome.
Yeah.
And then they don't change much from the next one.
That's pretty cool. So I just wanted to go right into Breaking Ground to sort of show this is what we're talking about. These are the AI programs that we're not quite sure. I'm not sure that like I can trust anything from the internet because of things like this.
Yeah, to be able to generate things so quickly, that's pretty nuts.
Oh, we should have tried. We should have tried to
put people
generate
in weird positions.
We could have tried to generate something dangerous just to see if it would do it.
Oh, it would.
Yeah, it would. It would.
And then it would just be out there. We'd be digging our own grave.
What is artificial intelligence? What is it? What is it? Let's see. What is AI? This is IBM from the source. IBM is explaining what AI is. It's technology that enables computers and machines to simulate human intelligence and problem-solving capabilities. On its own, or combined with other technologies, AI can perform tasks that would otherwise require human intelligence or intervention. Digital assistants, GPS guidance, autonomous vehicles, generative AI. So we use AI every day without realizing it. Like if you use Google Maps, there's AI running in that to help you. Like if someone...
Oh, it had to start somewhere, right?
Yeah, and then there's been AI around for a long time. It just became dangerous, so people started noticing more. Like, oh, I don't know if I like this.
Well, it just got good. I mean, I'll harken it back to the time when Atari was just like little squares and bleeps and bloops, and then all of a sudden you flash forward just like 10, 15 years, and now it's like, oh, now we can use full motion video and becoming much more real and violent and not a thing for kids, and they started freaking out. It's the similar situation. Like AI just went so fast beyond like, faster than us anyway, I guess. And it's like, oh no, what does this mean? It means a lot of jobs are going to change. Like you don't have to have anyone really design you a logo anymore.
Dude, I watched this video where actually let's bring up the video.
But then again, who wants to really design logos? Now that I think of it. I guess some people like that, but yeah.
I lost my job.
People want lots of ideas, and it takes a long time to draw.
This is the guy. So I saw this story already on Asmongold's YouTube channel. He was talking about it. This guy's a graphic designer, and he lost his job to AI. We're probably going to skip through this video because I want to move on to the next segment soon.
Are you playing it? I'm not getting the live feed from. I've just been watching the old feed. Because I don't hear a sound.
You hear it now?
I think you're.
So something a bit different.
No, like the screen's paused. You might have to.
Hold on.
Unpause that.
That work?
I just lost my job.
It's paused again. It's getting there.
And I lost it to AI, which is very unfortunate. I think many people joke about the.
Yeah, I can see it.
The fact that
I'm seeing a video game.
But you can't hear it?
Jobs and we're all going to get replaced.
So he's talking over the video game.
Within my industry, which is graphic design.
I'm not sure.
My job, I've been a graphic designer for
I think I just heard M in the other room.
8 years of my life.
So you
and I've worked at this.
You need to hear it for it to like. I wanted you to hear this too, not just our fans.
I'll go into the. See if I can just play it from here. Okay. All right. Let's. Okay, I can hear. I just try not to talk over it.
Take all our jobs and we're all going to get replaced, and especially within my industry, which is graphic design. My job, I've been a graphic designer for the past 8 years of my life, and I've worked at this specific company for 6 years. You would think that being one of the longest running employees, being there 6 years, having a wage increase almost every year and being very much valued because I was the only graphic designer left, you'd think they want to keep me on as much as possible. I mean, I barely was allowed to take holiday because I was the only designer. So if I was off then nobody could cover for me, and the company ended up with work stacking up. However, over the past 3 months, I'd say, I've noticed that my schedule at the company became like less and less cluttered, and it got to the point where I was getting paid for a 7-hour and 30-minute day, and some days only doing 2 hours of work, which obviously was great for me. I loved it. Got up at 9 o'clock because it was work from home as well. I'd do 2 hours of work and I'd have nothing left to do for the rest of the day. Maybe some revisions / amends would come in at like 3 or 4 o'clock. I'd do those for 20-30 minutes.
And
that'd
pause
be my
this
day.
real quick.
I'd essentially do between 2 and 3 hours of work and get paid for 7.5.
So he'd get paid for 7.5 hours of work, but only work 2 hours. So we're seeing that happen across the board, in like call centers, and places of where it's like secretary kind of work, secretarial, and it's
administrative assistants.
Yeah, those jobs are starting to get cut back like more and more and more. At first it looks great, like, oh, I'm still getting paid like a full day's work. Oh my god, awesome! And then a couple weeks later, you're laid off.
Yeah, it's to see how much the program really can do, and yeah, you'll stick around for a while, but it's inevitable. It's a sad thing that all of a sudden it's like, if that starts happening to you guys, like you start working less, don't think it's a great deal. It might mean you're replaceable, which is unfortunate. I've seen it happening in all kinds of different areas. That sucks for that guy.
Yeah, it does.
He was working there like 6 years, and
it does really suck.
Making a living. Now that guy, I mean, what does that mean? He probably loses maybe his house or can't take care of his family.
Well, he talks about that later in the video. We don't have to watch the whole video though. Basically, he just goes on to say he's not sure what he's gonna do, and he might just keep streaming Halo like he normally does, which is why this is talking over Halo, because that's what he does on this YouTube channel. But he's talking about how he lost his job, and he's like, do I just lean into streaming? And that's going into, actually that's a perfect segue for the deep dive if you're ready for it, CP.
Sure. Yep. All good.
Right, let's go into the deep dive.
Let us go into deep dive.
Okay, so this gentleman, Nade Straight, lost his job to AI. And what he ended up doing was he ended up having to become a creator or a content creator, is what he's trying to lean into now. And there's been some scholars talking about what happens if AI actually does take every job. What will people do? The entire economy is going to shift to entertainment. If you are not an entertainer, you will not have a job. Other than, like, say, mechanic is probably not going to go away. Robotics engineer, not going to go away. Doctor, there's going to be doctors, but there's going to be a lot less. Because when one surgeon can do a remote surgery with robot surgeons, then you wouldn't need a full team of surgeons anymore. So, like, that job's going to get downsized immensely as well. And the reason I called this episode the Artpocolypse is the first job that's being taken from us is the one that humans need the most, at least in my opinion. I feel like we need it. Like, it's integral to us. And that's what a lot of economists are saying is the solution, but I feel like it's actually kind of a sad side effect. Like, everyone has to be an entertainer.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Yeah, like, what do you mean an entertainment economy? Because, like, you just have to keep people entertained so that they can spend their money.
Are you not entertained?
I don't know what the future looks like if AI takes most jobs.
Well, the thing is that we can kind of fight against with the idea of it is, how do you connect to something that's not you, that's your inspiration? Like, you always need people to look up to, like whether you're in the arts or music or those entertaining fields. But it's a lot of that across the board. Like, you're gonna need a human being to connect with, or it won't feel obtainable, you know? Like
Right.
I think people look up to other people. I don't see myself looking up to the AI, right? Like,
Right.
it doesn't make sense. Like where's the inspiration and the reflection come from? You know, I don't get necessarily inspired like, man, my car, you could just go 100 miles an hour right now. Someday I'll go 100 miles an hour too. It's like, no. it's an unlevel playing field. So I think human beings are going to need that connection, and like just talking to the AI is fun, and I think it's gonna help people who are like only, but could be exploitive, but people who are in nursing care and stuff, that's kind of nice to think like,
Yeah.
they'll be able to have like a friend if they need it, even if it's, I mean, it'll probably be more real. Sure.
Yeah, right now it seems like if they
Look like a person.
if they use the ones now, they would not. I don't feel like it would feel like a friend anymore.
Yeah, because and how do you know if they can like really empathize like people?
I truly think it's insane that
It's an illusionary kind of relationship. It's not, but it could feel pretty real.
Yeah, or
I mean, I know.
Think of the robotics. Like you could have a family member phone in, and the robot's like face would just become like the person's face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, it is the family member actually visiting them. It's just the robot is helping out, like creating a facsimile almost.
Then I gotta ask myself, what's more fun? You know, like a lot of us could just probably get on some kind of gruel tube and jack into the AI world and just live there. You know, and not even be part of an economy. Need absolutely nothing. Like doesn't seem healthy. It seems like a drug addiction is what it seems like. Something that will destroy your health, possibly your mind, for the sake of escaping a reality that doesn't seem fair or just.
Yeah.
You know, if you can't afford basic standards of living, I go live in my fantasy world I created versus this hard struggle of 9 to 5 and or whatever.
Yeah.
It's
the 9 to 5 struggle is what I think that's what I want AI to actually take over. I hate that it went to art first. It's like, no, I would love it if some of my data entry at my job was taken over by AI instead, so that I had more time to do art. And I would probably still have to be there for 8 hours to at least watch the AI and make sure it's entering the data correctly and go over the work. I wouldn't mind doing that still, but when it comes to the actual like doldrums of the 9 to 5, I would love it if it would take over that, so that I could have more time for art.
Yeah.
But now it's doing our art.
It is weird. That's what happens when you use a platform for entertainment. It's the first thing it gets, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it gets programming. It does all kinds of stuff. It's got technical stuff that it does. I know programmers that use it, and a lot of them say it's actually pretty convenient because they don't want to fucking write code all day. Just like you were saying with that, your work, it knocks out some of the really tedious jobs. And maybe some of that's with art too. It's like, oh, I need these designs, and it knocks out a lot of the tediousness and the thinking. And
Yeah.
it is. And we just draw stuff off of that, and it's used as. But I mean, I think with my eye, you know, for art, I'll be able to kind of decipher what's fake and what's real as far as art. And I haven't found a ton of AI stuff super interesting on its own. Some of it's cool, but it's only more compelling when we do what we just did. Like we import ourselves or the movies we like and try to recreate stuff. But you see how it's like a novelty in that sense?
Yeah.
Like that's what you were saying earlier about targeted ads and me or you being in the ad. Like a lot of very superficial novelty based stuff. I don't know if it's gonna like that movie that it was making.
Yeah.
That was fucking dumb. That was dumb, dude.
Yeah,
but then once we started having weirdo conversations with it, but then it started to fact check, and then its facts were wrong. It pissed me off. And then we started making images with it. It was funny, but then it came down to like, oh, pay us more money, and no, this is stupid. Like, unless we're putting ourselves in it as a novelty, I don't know if it's inherently that fun. Like, I don't know if the content that it could make would be better than humans. It's gonna be a competition, AI versus people.
Yeah.
Or what the benefits of working together. It just sucks. Like, yeah, well, I mean, but Photoshop did the same thing, and a lot of these programs have taken. Well, here's a good one. Photoshop knocked out a lot of work, but then at the same time, people were taking Photoshop birds, pictures they took with their cameras, and they were running a filter, like a painted filter, and then they were printing them on canvas, and then people were buying them like painting. And that used to go on, and now I think they get it. They're like, oh, yeah. And then people would even talk about it. They're like, oh, this technology, like, it's clever. But now it's like, yeah, everyone does that. Everyone's got photo editing with themselves and stuff, and it's not exciting to anybody anymore. I think unless AI can come up with completely different variations, but since it's only working with the same stuff we're working and not living a vibe, like, it's always going to be artificial.
Yeah.
Like, comparisons analytical. Like, Beetlejuice is like this because this, and that's fun, but like, it doesn't put any of the nuance. It's just all checking boxes.
Yeah, the nuance is pretty rough.
Yeah. And I don't think it's always accurate. So, but it's gonna do a lot of stuff. I hope the older generation, if anyone's watching this kind of stuff, like, be careful when you're on your Facebook. You're gonna experience stuff that isn't real, and the expectation of humanity. There's some quote like, as technology rises, and then like, so will the inefficiency of man. Thing that sets us up, like, our failure and our inefficiency is going to be what sets us apart. And that does seem to be like something that could work. Like, the fact that we fuck up is what's going to make us unique. It's like cheating, dude. When you're the perfect program, it's cheating. You really want to like compete with a robot? It doesn't feel fair.
I really don't want to compete with a robot. That's part of where I get really upset with a lot of these places that are allowing AI art to be validated. Like, they're just saying, oh, it's just another medium. They're making excuses for it, and it's like, no, it's going to create an unfair advantage. If I go to a client and I go, this is going to take 2 weeks, it's going to cost $500, and then they go, oh, well, this dude over here said he'd do it for $20 and I could have it tomorrow. Who's gonna win that fight there? Like, it's not like to talk about competition.
Yeah.
Like, it has already completely destroyed my my commissions. Like, I used to get about 20 or so commissions a year, and I've gotten 3 this year. And the ones that I have gotten are like close friends and family, like people who understand the AI problem. But someone who's just got a project and they need some art done, they are not going to hire an artist that they have to pay that much money to.
Well, some people I think will. It's like, you know, it's if the people that value art and want to work with someone they know and support the arts and someone personal. So there'll be people who I think who lean completely away. Like, you got to start promoting like the fact that you're using or not using AI, and that's going to be part of a business model, you know, like, and people with whatever they believe and whatever they, a lot of people, money's not an option. So I'd rather support people and talk to a person. Some people have tons of money and they would make more money and just phone it in with a machine and do it quick and keep turning stuff out. But hey, look at what's happened with streaming service.
Yeah.
You know, I've been telling people for a while, it's like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. There's all these shows, is this. And then people are like, I watched this show and it's not very good. And this show just got canceled for no reason. And this and that. People are starting to realize it's frivolous and not committed to their story watching experience. So it's leaving us feeling empty and oversaturated with certain genres, IPs. And I keep talking to people and they're like, yeah, I'm done with this. I canceled this. I've been canceling streaming services, you know, left and right. And pretty soon I won't probably have any. And it's just like, because it was a trend, you know?
Oh yeah.
It came and it went. And this AI thing's gonna come and it's gonna stay, but parts of it are gonna go. So I'm mindful of that. I don't think there's completely no hope for creative people. There's ways that we physically that AI can't, ways that you can manipulate and co-work with AI. Gonna be different things that people figure out, or there'll be this exodus off the internet where half the society is just like, all right, this is too much and I don't like this. So a bunch of people kind of go back. It's like a back to the land kind of thing where you had these mid-century people getting romantic about farming, and we have all this technology and computers were coming out, but they're like, I want to have chickens and you know, grow a garden. This romantic time that was simpler as they aged. Who's to say that's not going to happen too, where a bunch of people who are aging through the technological time are just going to realize like, yeah, I'm going to go do the free market and this and that. It becomes a vibe and a little cold culture. And then there'll be some people who are just all about the internet for fast productivity or virtual reality experiences. I don't think things last forever, basically. Like, I think
you're right.
I think things change constantly, from our modes of transportation to the way we communicate, but inherently we do the same kind of course throughout history. We love, we hate, you know, we do these things, but will AI be able to do that, or be like skill saw or, you know, tool in the box that, yeah, it's good for what it is, but I'm not going back to nailing with my hand or however the fuck they do it. But this thing isn't my best friend. It goes in a box at the end.
So I found out how to get some more credits in this program, and I told it to change us to AI. Make us into AI. Like, what if this show was hosted by AI? And so I'm gonna go to the share screen and show you this real quick.
This is gonna be nuts.
So this is I got turned into a robot completely. You're like a cyborg of some kind. I got teeth. I don't know why your robot needs teeth, but that's kind of funny.
Guy, you're the scariest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I'm meaner looking, like, don't take my shit, but you look so goddamn scary. You look like the Statue of Liberty with a smiley face with gruesome teeth that look like the Predator mouth or something. Awful. What did it do to our cup?
Our cups are now like energy cubes, I think. I like that the R and M actually came out really sci-fi looking too.
It looks like RSM.
I know, it's easy to fix though in like Procreate.
I don't like the looks of me, man.
You want to change it? Let me just have
Is that my beard? The wires?
I'm gonna have it do it again. Let's see what happens this time. Oh, there we go.
Oh no.
I don't want to publish it.
Oh my god. The symbols that it makes are like the weirdest thing to me.
Yeah, in the cup.
Like the graphics, it makes like all these crazy graphic designs that just they come from out of fucking left field. They never make sense. That's the most interesting thing AI does.
Yeah.
Person's one thing, but what the hell would that symbol mean in any type of human reality?
I don't know.
It doesn't know that the symbols that we've created mean something. It's like it's trying to articulate a symbolic relationship with no understanding at all. So it's going to be some AI is going to have to try to figure some stuff out. Plus, I don't think AI can get very conceptual, as we've seen with our conversation.
Yeah, what if we do it again?
Like, what about this is not a pipe type talk?
It's getting worse. So if you bring up the noise weight, the actual the AI has more control over the outcome when you bring up the noise.
Dude, I feel like I'm in He-Man Masters of the Universe or something.
Oh, there we go. Now you have a beard, and now the and symbol's back, and I'm back to being a robot.
I don't know if you're a robot, dude. I think you're like a planet, industrialized planet or something. I don't know. You've gone way abstract. Where your teeth are gone.
Yeah, remove the teeth. And then if
Look at those symbols though. Those symbols are cool, dude. See, but they almost match.
And the cups are now like energy capsules of some kind. I am going to play with this some more, I think, at one point with some of our other imagery and see what it does, because it's some interesting stuff.
That's wild. Oh, some Warhammer stuff, Storm?
Yeah, see, in Warhammer, this is something that's really cool about Warhammer. So there's a war that happens about 1,000 years from now that is AI goes crazy and starts like, we have to fight it and kill it. And then after we kill it, it's outlawed completely. And
so
then,
yeah, Warhammer's AI's probably pissed at Warhammer, right? It's like
maybe
IRL, they're like, that's some discriminative stuff, some propaganda against AI, and they probably like make it look ridiculous. All right, continue that thought. I'm just gonna go pee real quick.
Oh, okay.
Ah!
Sure. Oh my god. You use the free generation thing, it's like a not a great generator. It's trying. Yeah, it's like completely losing the original thing. That's funny. Too little. Yeah, shit's interesting. Yeah, it's becoming mayhem. Now that I switched to the free version, it's like got way too much.
Okay.
God damn, man.
Oh, what's up? I really had to go to the bathroom. I took almost that whole Red Bull drink down.
So I switched to a different image model, and it like completely
went. Fuck! You made me spill my Red Bull on myself with that shit. What the fuck?
What the fuck? So we're almost done with the deep dive segment here. I just want to touch on how like some of these models are not great. Like I switched to the free version, and it gave us a different like generative model that you know uses different algorithms, and these ones came out really literal. It's like, oh, you just want a round sci-fi logo. So here's what it was like coming up with. It went like completely literal on us. And it's like, these are actually pretty cool logos, like sci-fi wise, but they don't match the original image at all. And then like these actually would actually tried to match the original image.
Oh, weird.
This is Ryzen Mind in the year 3000.
Apparently.
Yeah. So we're gonna switch away from this. We're gonna go back to the deep dive screen real quick while we wrap that up. So like I became scared when Meta announced its AI generation thing, and I was about to take all of my stuff off AI. I was gonna take all of my stuff off of Meta, and we're talking like thousands of images that I've uploaded to Facebook and Instagram. And I was gonna just go through one by one and delete them, and then one by one go through and put nightshade and glazing on them to make it so they can't be used for an AI. And I thought that's what I'll do to fight it. But over the course of the week, after I reached that deadline and didn't make it, I realized that AI only exists on computers, and I just need to get away from computers some more. I want to do more traditional work. I want to do more things in community, and like that's the subject I want to wrap up the deep dive on. Is I think that might be our solution to this AI nonsense. Like, it's fun to play with, but in order for us to keep it from taking over, we just have to do more traditional stuff. We have to do real things in the real world so that the AI is not marketable, that it doesn't actually make them money.
I think there's always going to be avenues for all, hopefully.
Yeah.
You know, fake, real, whatever it may be. Yeah, and that is kind of part of this idea of a breath of fresh air, you know? Like, it doesn't have to be one way. It doesn't have to be one way all the time. It doesn't have to just be computer driven. It doesn't have to be just real. You know, it can be both. It can be a lot of stuff, because look at our world, man. It's for all kinds of stuff. And even though I don't agree with everything, it never means that stuff goes away. Stuff that I can't stand, stuff that I love, you know, either stays or goes away, right? So the same idea with AI, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's gonna be embraced to a certain degree, and maybe we'll find it useful.
Is that what you want to go?
And being scared isn't always. I mean, it's being concerned. Yes, is important.
I was
having conversation.
Like,
yeah,
legitimately scared.
But yeah, let the fear is a dangerous thing.
Oh yeah.
Fear isn't bad. Anger isn't. Fear protects you from being hurt. Not doing stupid stuff. Anger will create social change. But if you live in those spaces all day, if you live in those spaces all the time, then you're easily manipulated. And getting too scared of something is dangerous, because there's lots of ways to twist your arm into maybe getting you to do other things that want you to do that you don't want. Always try to be mindful as you can, but try not to lose your fucking mind in it.
That's true.
That's a hard thing to say, because it's intense to different people. Sad. I think that dude lost his job.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Hopefully, he finds something new. Hopefully, something
better. I mean,
better. Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually bring us into the breath of fresh air now. And I want to introduce you guys to something that I was introduced to last night from when I was at that art show that I was selling at.
Take a moment and breathe deep. It's time for the breath of fresh air.
All right, so we're going into the breath of fresh air, and we're gonna go to the share screen. And I don't know if you knew about this, movie, but this movie didn't need any AI to make it. There was no such thing as AI when this movie came out. It's called Robot Jocks from 1989.
Nice.
This is the trailer. And it was playing on this little CRT television that Zach had in his shop.
Genetically engineered to be the best fighters in history.
Two champions. It isn't over until someone
Two
wins.
champions.
At war with each other.
Kill it! I have already killed you.
Two invincible men.
Rides in mine, dude.
This was that's why I was like, what is this?
The ultimate killing machines.
I'm gonna get in this thing, and I'm gonna kick your...
Whoa, it's got the drill arm coming at you.
Yeah.
Chick, chick, chick. You know he said ass.
Yeah.
I'm a little behind in my editing. What was that? Is that twins? Triplets?
Oh my god, it's a penis chainsaw.
The battle's over.
Not for me.
Those effects were pretty good for the time. God damn. Robot Jocks. So I saw this. Two men, two machines, too wild. I saw this on this little CRT screen, and as it was like meant to be seen, you know, on a CRT. And I was like, "What is this?" And Zach was like, "That's Robot Jocks." It's like my grandfather taped this for me. He had like a tape where he taped like 3 movies on a tape for him, recorded it through the VHS player.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I was like, dude, people are getting so impatient with stuff that now we have these AIs making shit for us. When it's like, you have the idea of this grandfather taping something for these kids, and then like many years later, one of the kids has it playing in his art store. And I'm just like, that's so sweet. That's like the kind of shit that I'm talking about like, yeah, let's work more in community. Let's bring shit like forward.
It's charming, yeah, like some of these things. And you brought up a really good example for the Breath of Fresh Air. See, unfortunately, you see that's on Blu-ray, right?
Yeah,
so
they're
a
getting
lot of these,
right?
Long time.
well, a lot of these movies, a lot of these schlocky, shitty movies from the 70s and 80s, they're not even on DVD. Like some of these just got lost, and they're trying to put all this stuff, bring it to YouTube.
Yeah.
But there's some stuff that has never transitioned over to the internet, and it might not ever. And so here's the thing. If you you play Knight Rider now?
Yeah, I just figured while we talk, I could put some other stuff on. So go
But
on.
like, don't you think like we talked about building our own physical suits? It's like there might be charming ways to kind of go back into simple, generic filmmaking that is so uniquely different than AI. And so there's ways to embrace the art, to make it old art. There's stuff that'll never see the probably light of the day to the computer world, and maybe now people are going to choose what they put out there and what they don't. And then what the fuck?
What's going on, dude?
Oh, I don't. There's an alien.
I kind of want to watch Robot Jocks.
Dude, like, see, here's a good example.
What's going on?
Oh, you can't see it. You can't see it. Man, that's tripping me out. I don't know if that's a firefly. So I have a night vision. I have a camera that's outside, right?
Yeah.
There might be an intruder, and it's completely off the grid. So I like that you brought up this VHS stuff. Which was cameraman?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move it over here. You can only see those lights, but there's one that's like moving around, and I think it's Abso. I think it's Abso on the phone,
Oh.
or it's a firefly. I have no fucking idea what I'm even seeing out there, but it could be an intruder too.
So this,
but it's off the grid, man.
so in Cannonball Run, this is something else. So you guys have seen Cannonball Run, right? You have,
Yeah.
and some of you guys in
Ages
chat
ago.
has probably seen Cannonball Run. So this is the Lamborghini Countach in Cannonball Run. So like, even like, we're talking about AI in art, we're talking about AI in movies and TV, but when automotive design has been using these assisted models for a long time to make it easier to design a car, right? Here's a supercar that was designed without any of that, anything like that.
Sorry, there's an alien out there, I swear to God. I'm freaking out, dude. There's an
Look-
intruder.
Look at this car. It was designed without any like assistance at all.
Hell yeah. Lamborghini doors on that Escalade.
It's just beautiful, beautiful car. And like, there weren't any cops like with a muscle car. What? We're trying to see a place where we can see the car's design. God damn it!
I was really interested in they had the speed 55 miles an hour and they had it out.
55 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Back when you
saw
couldn't-
that.
back when if you tried to take a turn. There we go. Now you can kind of see it. Like, these were cars that were designed without any of these assisted algorithmic models that help with design practices. And like, they're still making cars by hand today. Those are like the luxury models. But I feel like when things are handmade,
like the Tesla's truck.
yeah. Don't get me started. Oh my god, what a shit show.
It needs some work, right?
It needs a couple more iterations. It needs,
yeah.
It needs like a year or two of R&D before like it was chopping people's fingers off, dude. Like, it's just like it was chopping, like if you had your hand in the front, in the hood, and it closed, it would chop your fingers off. And then, like, don't get me started on the some of them wouldn't charge, like from the factory. They wouldn't even charge. Like, they had issues with the most important part of an electric vehicle.
Oh, they had some problems. Door wouldn't close.
Oh, yeah,
the foot pedal was breaking off.
The body
They're like,
rusted.
oh, we're gonna recall every single one and put a bolt in them. They have no traction control. They spin on beaches. They're shit. Hey, Storm, I'm keeping up on my car stuff. Me myself, I'm realizing I'm part of the GM family.
Oh. What,
Chevy, man. I'm a Chevy guy. And General Motors created Chevy, and then they were the trucks, right? And then they had too many trucks, so that's why GM licensed Buick, because GMCs were luxury trucks, and then they had luxury cars, and then the Chevy was like the cheaper version of the GMC, right? Right. This is all factual.
You got it.
I'm learning stuff. I didn't know that.
I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna let you finish your thought. Sorry.
No, that's all I can remember.
Oh, okay. So
I was just seeing if I was.
The last 14 days, I've been working on getting a workshop built up in my garage, and I want to build stuff with my hands. I want to use my hands. And like, here's the digital artist getting like this itch to just create real things in the real world, or at the same time that AI is starting to take over a little bit. And it's like, I think that's my personal breath of fresh air. It's like, I'm gonna get in that garage and I'm gonna make stuff.
Yeah, and I've always been a bit like that. It's weird. I'm opposite to where I grew up around so much hand stuff.
What hand stuff? Whoa.
So, like hands-on projects, and then like video games were things that weren't necessarily hands-on except for the controls. So like, to kind of fuse those worlds together, it's interesting that it's going a different way, where people had more technology and now they're interested on hands-on. Hey, maybe we'll all figure it like unite and have shared experience now, and a new thing will come out of it. It's if we want it. We can't just sit and piss and moan.
True.
We just got to keep moving forward. And if AI's kicking us, we kick it. You know, if it pours water on us, we pour water on it.
Just pour water on it. Yeah.
You know, hey, you know, there's a thing called an EMP AI. You know what that is? What? That's something you don't want. It'll blow. It'll send an electromagnetic pulse through the air, disable all electrical systems, and then you're wah, wah, wah. So if AI gets too crazy, we're just going to pop EMPs or EVPs or whatever the fuck they are, and we're going to just shut down all of this stuff. And if it's solar, we'll do like they did in the Matrix. We'll just blow up the sky, because that's healthy. Let's not do that one. Let's learn from the Matrix and not burn the sun.
I think that's
just pour water on it, or send a... Hey, even the Nebuchadnezzar had a...
Let's prevent
Remember that shit?
That's how you prevent the Artpocolypse. You just toss water on ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm. Well, you remember which Matrix was it? It was like the one where the all the little spidery sentinels like coming, and then they're like, no, and they get him out of the Matrix. Morpheus hits the when it shuts down all the systems, but their shit's fried too. That's what you do. You just blow it up.
Shut it down.
Right? Shut it down. Cool, man. I don't know. AI is just like a new thing. We were worried about stuff before. We were worried about Y2K. We were worried about World War III, and we still are.
Yeah, but
we were always worried about something. Sometimes it happens.
Dude, but Y2K was like an idea that we didn't actually have anything to back it up. And everyone just went, oh no, and like started freaking out.
Yeah, dude. Those were some like old like Cold War type people, you know, and they're like, oh no, it's all coming back. It's all gonna be war again. That was I understand why they thought that way, that generation.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, yeah, the world's gonna end. I'm a young man. You know, it was like kids in probably COVID. I'm not gonna get sick. Can't imagine being like 18, 19, 20, something like that. Fuck the world, dude. That's just an attitude we all get to have for a few years.
I think that's it for the show for tonight. Do you feel complete, sir? Nice.
Absolutely. We went over things as much as we could. There's a lot to get into it, but you can only go over it so many times, and then it's just projecting more scaredy shit.
The news is getting into it like so much anyway too. Like we don't necessarily need to. Dr. Mookhouse is online playing Toe Jam and Earl.
Oh yeah, he's dope.
Let's raid Dr. Mookhouse.
All right, sounds like a plan. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Catch us on every Saturday next week. Rise and Mine. We're doing it.
This channel is intended for mature audiences. Hi, Joe Kids. Hi, Joe Wife. This is only intended for mature audiences. Yeah, he's playing Toe Jam and Earl. This game has some very Rise and Mine kind of colors to it.
Oh yeah, it's one of my favorite surreal games from back in the day.
Damn.
Raid, go away.
Oh, there it goes. I'm gonna click the button. Good night, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye. Be well.
Bye-bye.
My brain was starting to shut down a little bit.
You can be a man, you can cry. You can stay